Welcome to Quartz Hill High School, Lancaster, California, Golden League football action. The Palmdale Falcons versus the Quartz Hill Royals. It is homecoming day. The Falcons come into the game 1-3, 0-1 in conference. Quartz Hill is 2-2, 0-1 in conference. One of these teams might be tied for first place by the end of the night. We will see. You're watching it all right here on Lancaster 28. I'm Larry Wolf along with Joe Leo. Joe, what can we expect tonight?
It's going to be a great game, Larry. Thank you for that introduction. And Larry, it's great doing this game with you here. We got some great teams competing today. Quartz Hill coming off just a loss from Highland last week, and Palmdale also losing last week, I believe, as well.
Look out for head coach Anthony Coleman's Falcons. They've got a lot of things going for them right now. They are both run and pass happy. Their quarterback, Joseph Mason, averages 158 yards per game. Actually, it's 158 for both passing and running yards combined. At the same time, Russell Gordon of the Royals has a quarterback, a good one, and that's the one and only Brody Larry. Brody has 9 passing touchdowns. He averages 168 points per game, a 58% completion ratio, so he's accurate. And I asked the head coach a little bit earlier whether or not they pass to run or run to pass, and he said, well, they're kind of in the middle. They can go either way on that depending on how the game unfolds.
That's amazing, Larry. And right now it looks like the two teams are meeting right there at the center of the 50-yard line. Looks like for the coin toss.
We're getting close to the start of our game. Our referee, Doug Martin. Other officials include Dana Furman, the umpire, Joshua King, the head linesman, Kevin Owens, line judge, and Daniel Handy, back judge. Right now they're talking it over with the team captains right at the 50-yard line. We're very close to game time. Right here, homecoming day at Quartz Hill High School.
Amazing stuff, Larry. Do you remember your homecoming day?
No, that was a long time ago, 50 years ago, in fact. My goodness. Oh, Falcons, of course, they lost to Lancaster last week, 22-16. They lost to Oak Hills, 56-6. Their lone win came against Eisenhower, 35-14, and they started off the season with a loss against Monrovia, so right now they stand at 1-3. The Royals, on the other hand, they lost to Highland last week in a heartbreaker, 20-14. They lost the week before to Shadow Ridge. They started off the year with 2 wins. They beat Burrow 51-7 and Hart 21-13.
And Larry, let me just chime in really quick. Thank you for that. We got the principal handshake about to go on between Laura Tweedy, the principal of Quartz Hill, and Eric Stanford from Palmdale, shaking hands for good sportsmanship.
I like it. I've never seen that before.
Yeah. Oh, look at the hug.
The 50-yard line.
You know, a hug and a nice handshake. That always softens things up, you know.
Some other players to watch for. Running backs for Quartz Hill, Jaden Graham averages 94 yards per game. He's got 2 touchdowns, averages 5.5 yards per carry. Tavion Houston had 33 yards per game. Anthony Diaz has 29 yards per game. Let's pause for our national anthem. That was the Quartz Hill Marching Band with our national anthem. Looking at players for the Falcons. Once again, Joseph Mason, the quarterback, averages 138 yards per game passing. Running backs, look out for Mike Keen Walker. He's only a freshman. He averages 67 yards per game. He has 3 TDs. He's tall, thin, and young, and they're going to have some good running from him for quite a while. He is only a freshman. The wide receiving core for the Falcons includes Christian Connolly, Jashawn Walker, and Paul Turner. Conley averages 72 yards per game.
Yeah, pretty young core there, right? Paul Turner, number 15, sophomore. So I can't wait to see what they have in store for us today, Larry.
The Falcons are going to receive. They're going to get the ball first. I did not catch it. Did Quartz Hill defer? Who won the toss?
Yeah, unfortunately, I missed that too, Larry, but we'll find out soon as the referee's right there in the middle of the field.
We're awaiting the whistle, just about underway. Did I say Palmdale's going to get the ball? Palmdale's kicking off. Quartz Hill's getting the ball.
There we go.
Okay.
But what a great time for Friday Night Lights today, Larry.
Palmdale sets up at the 40-yard line.
Great job, Nicole. Thank you.
2 Royals standing at the 10-yard line, ready to receive the ball. And we're just about underway. Homecoming day right here, Quartz Hill High School, Lancaster, California. Floyd Nicholson Field. Big crowd on the Quartz Hill side. Palmdale does not have many folks with it, so they're going to be up against the world. But they're a good squad, and Palmdale has a great tradition of football.
Yeah, both schools with great traditions going at it today and really embodying the true tradition of Friday Night Lights, of the culture. You got the cheerleaders, the band, the spirit of competition is alive.
Here comes the kick. Once again, Quartz Hill is going to get the ball. The kick is off. Looks like it's going to go all the way into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Nice kick. No return. Quartz Hill will be on offense. Brody Larry will bring him out.
Special teams getting their time cut off a little short here.
Here comes the offense. Looks like one setback for Larry. That should be Graham. Wide receivers left and right. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Brody waits for the snap. Long count. Has it. Looks to pass. Dodges a blocker. Goes up the middle. Tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Second down. Brody was looking past. Didn't have anything open. Tucked it in. Got back to the line of scrimmage. Call it 2nd and 9.5.
Palmdale defense all over that. And it's 2nd down.
Line is set. Brody waits. First man through has it. Pushes forward. Breaks into the secondary on his horse. Tackled from behind at the 50-yard line. Nice run.
About almost a 30-yard gain on that, right?
That was Jaden Graham.
Jaden Graham running back, the senior 5'10", 185 with that gain there, Larry.
Once again, he averages 94 yards per carry, and he just got about 30 or 35 more on that one. 2 wide receivers to the left.
Ooh.
High snap. Brody throws a screen pass. Complete for the moment, but racked up immediately for a loss. Going to be 2nd down and about 13. We'll see where they place it.
The target was Kevin Johnson, number 21, senior 5'11", wide receiver for Quartz Hill.
Johnson has 4 TDs, 53 yards per game.
The go-to target there, it seems like.
Two wide receivers split to the right, 1 to the left. Ooh. High snap. This could be trouble. Brody's going to have to dive on it, and does nicely. He had no chance to do anything but just protect the ball on that one.
So what was a great gain now going back for the Royals, going to third down. And
third and about 25.
Yeah, it looks like some heebie-jeebies on the hike, on the snap.
Just the start of our game, 10-11 remaining in the first period, no score. Opening drive for the Royals. Larry waits. 3 wide receivers to the left. Interesting formation, showing pass. Somebody moves. No flag yet.
Quartz Hill looking to the sidelines for some direction.
So often when you have that indecision, you get procedure.
Oh. And the referee's calling the play.
Palmdale believes they were drawn off.
Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 referees right there in the middle of the field.
Handy Owen, King, Furman, and Martin talk it over.
Right. False start on Quartz Hill Royals, looks like.
3rd and 30.
Interesting. And the clock has stopped, still at 9:46.
On a penalty. We have the whistle. Here's the play. Brody looks downfield. Throws down the sideline. Over the head, hitting him in the hands. It hit Curry on the right hand. Couldn't quite bring it in. Incomplete.
Looks like I saw James Linares from Palmdale, cornerback, now also plays running back, stopping that play right there for the incomplete.
Brody Larry is also the kicker, so he'll punt this ball away.
Double duty there, huh?
Jashawn Walker back to receive the punt. Jashawn standing at the 33. Snap off. Here comes the punt. Hits at the 45.
Looks like they probably going to call for that fair catch, and they'll spot it right there. Of course, still picks it up, number 23.
Not a long but definitely a safe.
Mm-hmm. Robert Harris III was picking that ball up for Quartz Hill, the sophomore, 6'3". Quartz Hill with a fairly young core here, with sophomores and seniors, pretty widespread.
Here come the Falcons with their first drive.
So far, so good. Even these teams evenly matched so far right now.
Mason brings him out. 4 wide receivers, passing formation. Makeen Walker, the lone setback. Little dump off screen into the flat. Tackled immediately, though. Nice defensive play.
That was Benjamin Cisneros with the reception. Wide receiver, number 11, senior, 6 foot.
Darrell Lawrence made the tackle. Second down and 10. 9:05 remaining here in the first quarter. Quartz Hill had a little yardage, but then went backwards.
Right.
Palmdale now at the 42. Walker the setback and a whistle. Little confusion, and Palmdale decides to use a timeout rather than eat 5 yards. Not a bad way to go. They'll talk it over on the sideline. Once again, both these teams are 0-1. Quartz Hill lost to Highland.
Right.
4 teams are on top of the standings in the Golden League. Eastside, Antelope Valley, Highland, and Lancaster have all won. Quartz Hill, Palmdale, Knight, and Little Rock are all 0-1.
And Larry, that was a pretty controversial fourth quarter at Highland, where quarterback Brody Larry with the ball fumbles, and the running back Jaden Graham picks up the ball to run, but the referee blew the whistle and called the game, and unfortunately they lost it just by 1 touchdown, 20-14.
Close game, and plus Brody can kick field goals. I think Brody is 12 for 13, so had they scored a touchdown, they probably would have been able to get that extra point.
Absolutely. All right.
Out of the timeout, 2nd and 10. Mason and Walker in the backfield. 3 wide receivers to the left.
Oh.
They dump it in the opposite direction. Good misdirection. Walker hit. Beautiful tackle. The ball's fumbled. It's picked up by Quartz Hill. Down the far sideline. This could be a touchdown. Looking for flags. Looking for anything. I see the signal. Touchdown Royals.
Nice. Was that Javante Wisdom with the pickup?
Could not see the number. But because of the game we had against LA Baptist when there were a million flags, I was looking everywhere for yellow, and there was none.
So it looks like this
it will stand.
Touchdown will stand. Yeah, Milkeen Walker, number 14 from Palmdale, loses it. And Quartz Hill picks up the fumble and runs it back for the first score of the game. And what a score for homecoming day for the Quartz Hill Royals.
Big turnover. I'd call it a pick 6, but that's off of a fumble, of course.
Fumble 6, huh?
Fumble 6. Larry with the extra point. Wind blowing a little bit to the left.
Very interesting. A quarterback and a kicker. I've never seen that combination. There's a kick.
Right through the uprights. I think he's 13 for 14 now on the year.
Oh, yeah.
I believe that was about a 42-yard fumble recovery.
Great gain for Quartz Hill and great defense. And, way to keep your head on the swivel and be aware.
The play developed. It was really well designed because they had 3 wide receivers to the left.
Right.
McKean went to his right, and the misdirection put him in good shape, but he couldn't hold on to the ball. And it's 7-0 Quartz Hill. They'll be right back out there, though. Palmdale offense. We'll get drive number 2 in a moment. Brody will tee it up at the 40.
And we're enjoying a great night here on Friday. The weather is just really nice. Nice breeze, not too hot, not too cold. And what a great day also for the fair. If you're in town, check out the AV Fair, which is going on right now. Ends on Sunday. Whoa.
Right now, Golden League football action. Quartz Hill and Palmdale, homecoming night.
Quartz Hill rocking the home baby blues and Palmdale in the white.
Here comes the kick. It should be returned, coming down at about the 12-yard line. Coming toward the near sideline, now back up the middle, turning to his right and tackled at about the 28-yard line.
About 10 to 15 there for Zason Walker from Palmdale, number 8, the sophomore, 5'11", 150.
He's a wide receiver. Once again, averages 67 yards per game. Zayshawn
Walker. I'm sorry about that. Zayshawn.
Here comes the Falcon offense. Mason leads him out.
Ball on the 27.
Connolly on the near sideline. Pass formation. 2 wide receivers split left and right. Man in motion to the right. McKean up the middle. Has about 2. They're going to put it at the 29. Light breeze, beautiful night for football. Friday night lights, if you will. From Floyd Nicholson Field.
Score is still 7-0. Quartz Hill up a touchdown off if you're just joining us, a fumble return.
Same formation, 2 wide receivers split left and right. Man in motion to the right. Little dump off screen. It's picked off again up the middle. Could be another touchdown. 1 man to beat. Cuts in and scores on the interception.
That was Evan Tepper, number 35, middle linebacker. Senior 5'10", with the interception right there and brings it back home. Now that's a pick 6, Larry.
Tepper averages 7 tackles a game, and he tackled the football that time.
Right?
Ran it right in.
Amazing play. Looks like the Royals defense really answering the call today.
Larry will have the extra point. Line is set. 7:25 remaining. Kick looks good. And is.
Right through the uprights. And what another score by the Royals.
7:25 remaining here in the first quarter. Everything going Quartz Hill's way. And, of course, Palmdale's going to be right back out on the field. They've been showing pass formations.
Right.
And I've liked the way they've had misdirection and the way they've developed their plays, but they've been snake bit a little bit. First with a fumble, and now the dump-off screen over the middle that Tepper took in.
It looks like Quartz Hill really tight and sharp on their defense, and if Palmdale needs to counter out that, they need to really, you know, like you said, the misdirection.
Down by 14, they actually need a ball control drive to get back in the game.
Absolutely.
And talk about being up against the world. Quartz Hill has probably 5 times the amount of people here because it's homecoming.
Right.
The folks along the far sideline haven't had much to cheer about yet, but they're going to get the ball. Let's see what happens. Kick will be returned.
Ooh, nearly loses it.
Down at the 20.
And that was, I believe, James Linares for Palmdale, 5'9" senior. And here's the cheerleaders giving the kicks.
Coach Coleman needs to center his team, steady them a little bit if he can.
And number 5, Adonis Curry, if you haven't been...
Texas A&M, he's already committed. That's what the coaches were telling me.
Absolutely.
Here's the snap and the pass. Overthrown at about the 30. Incomplete, second down.
And the crowd is definitely going to go wild once Mr. Curry gets his first reception.
Quartz Hill's first drive started promising, but then fizzled because of penalties and a fumble. You can hear them in the background, the Quartz Hill cheerleaders. Here comes the second down play. High snap.
Oh, nearly loses it,
It's
and
a
there's
fumble.
that defense.
Oh, I don't not believe it. Another touchdown off a fumble.
Number 8. That's Azim Bankhead.
A second fumble for a touchdown.
And the Quartz Hill has really picked up their defensive prowess right now with another turnover turned into score for the Royals. Right now, 20-0.
Everything going the Royals' way so far here. First quarter, 7:09 remaining, 20-0. And Larry will come out for the extra point.
Here's the kick.
3 for 3. 21 zip. Again, if you're Anthony Coleman,
Right.
you just want anything to steady your team and to maybe get back in the game, but my goodness, 3 turnovers.
Yeah, you really got to have that amnesia and just trying to forget about the last plays. But they do have a mountain against them stacked. It's homecoming for Quartz Hill. Quartz Hill coming off a loss against Highland. You got all the motivation for Quartz Hill right now, and they are definitely riding the sails, riding the winds of that sail right now.
You're watching it all on Lancaster 28, where you'll learn what's happening in Lancaster. In fact, local artists are painting murals across AV. Final pieces will be ready for you to visit starting September 17th. Wait a minute. That's already passed.
Yeah, actually,
They're out there. You can go see them now.
You can see them now. Terra Bonita, Lancaster Boulevard, and the library. All new murals also there at Sergeant Steve Owen Memorial Park. Check them out. AV walls, new murals, all for the community and the public.
Local artists. Here comes the kick now. Falcons to receive. Short kick. Should be returned.
Oh, received by number 0 from Palmdale. And that's Christian Connolly.
They think he called a fair catch. I didn't see the fair catch, did he?
I think he did, yeah. I like the digital chain gang right there with the downs. You could definitely see it's first down, and here goes the chain gang. So used to just the numbers that you fold over, but with the number digital ones.
Conley looked like he badly wanted to run the kickoff back, but he had some sort of emotion that made it a fair catch. And in light of the penalties and what's happened so far, not a bad idea. Here comes the offense again. Mason leads him out. Same passing formation.
Let's see what Palmdale can do here. Get out of their own territory.
Mason rolls to his right, looks downfield. Has a man open, a completion, down the far sideline, dragged down at about the 50-yard line, and a flag. I think it's going to be against Quartz Hill.
I think Larry, when I saw him wrap those hands around his upper torso, kind of grabbed around the neck. It might get him for...
Looks like a 15-yarder.
Yep. Unnecessary roughness.
Ball at the 40-yard line now. That's got to help the Falcons a little bit.
Falcons out of their territory now, creeping up into the hills. To the Royals. Number 7.
Rolling to his left. Has a man open. Almost picked off and then dropped. Quartz Hill almost had another interception.
Benjamin Cisneros juggling the ball, just couldn't home it in.
Quartz Hill player hit it first. Cisneros almost brought it in. 2nd down and 10. The press box here is one of the best press boxes to view a game. It's just high up. We're at the 50-yard line. We can see the traffic. We can see the AV fair. And we can see football right now, 6:53 here in the first quarter. Man in motion to the left. 3 wide receivers now on the left. Obvious passing, but they give it to Mikeen Walker. Breaks a tackle and then hit near the line of scrimmage and wrapped up. It's going to be 3rd down and 10.
Now, I must say, Mikeen Walker definitely giving a great effort here. The freshman from Palmdale.
Evidently, T-shirts are in the offing for a lucky winner here at Quartz Hill. They're doing it all on homecoming night.
Absolutely. Shout-outs to the Quartz Hill ASB for setting the tone and the atmosphere tonight. Definitely excited for homecoming. Can't wait for the homecoming king and queen to be announced later on.
That'll be halftime. Mason out of the gun. They crowd the receivers.
Yeah, a little press action. Ooh, somebody jumped. Oh.
I believe Walker went flying.
It went to Palmdale.
Walker was off to the races, but a little early. 3rd down at about 14.
Thank you.
At this point, you've got to think they're going to be in 4-down territory.
Right. We'll see what they can do here. Palmdale.
Rolling to his right, has a seam. Throws downfield, but incomplete. Just kind of tossed it away at about the 30.
Palmdale still having problems trying to get their offense going. They made it this far here into Quartz Hill territory and now facing 4th down.
Let's see what they do. Mason coming off the sideline with a play, I believe. Joseph Mason trying to steady the ship. They've had a lot of obvious passing formations with 3, 4, and sometimes 5 wide receivers. 3 wide receivers to the left. Mason rolls.
Where'd he go? Oh.
Throws downfield, has a man open. Caught! Down the sideline, but out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. Major league pass.
Was that Paul Turner right there on the left side? Number 15?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Outstretched hands, catching the ball, couldn't quite stay in bounce. Big conversion on 3rd down.
Absolutely. Great look. He threw that all the way to the left side of the field, and with his outstretched arms, nice catch.
Mason was going against his body, and he made a major league throw on that play.
Mm-hmm.
Palmdale trying to get on the board now, 21-0, but the Falcons threatening. Mason looks over the line, 4 wide receivers, 2 left and 2 right. Mason rolls to his right. Throws for the end zone, has a man open.
Looks like number 8 has caught it, right? They're trying to confirm.
Waiting for a signal.
Oh, it's incomplete. Okay.
It must have touched the ground. He wound up with a ball in his hands, which was confusing to us. They're calling it 1st down. What happened? They're calling it a complete of about 3 yards.
They counted it? Oh, they counted it. It's complete.
It's a completed pass, and looks like, yeah, you're right. Oh, it was a
It's
touchdown.
a touchdown. I
It
never
is
saw a
touchdown.
signal. I never saw a signal from
To
a referee.
confirm it,
that
you're
was a
right.
teacher.
But I guess we get the
Falcons are on
The
the board.
6.
Extra point.
and the field goal is
Converted.
good. Okay.
21-7. Once again, I saw the catch, but I never saw a signal from any referee in the end zone, and I'm always looking for the 2 hands up.
Right.
But it was a score, and Palmdale now back in the ball game, 21-7.
Still within striking distance, down 2 touchdowns now on Quartz Hill's homecoming. But let's see what Quartz Hill can do now on the offensive end and set up a drive, because their last 2 scores, Larry, coming off defensive turnovers.
Actually, last 3 scores.
Last 3.
I know,
Yeah.
3 in a row. Finally, the Palmdale defense will get back out on the field. Falcons will kick it off.
Really impressed on that last play on how Palmdale scored off that pass and just got on the board there. So hopefully that'll be a confidence booster and get this game closer than what it is.
Huge conversion for Joseph Mason. And again, it was a difficult pass because he was throwing against his body. Kick into the end zone.
Opposing the forces of physics there when it's, going against.
Those of you at home, many times our camera angles will put you much closer to the action than we are, so sometimes we're playing catch-up with you. And maybe you got a better view of the touchdown or not. The Falcons converted, though, big time on 3rd down. Was that 4th down or 3rd down? That was 4th down, was it not? The long pass?
4th down, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Mm-hmm. Do or die, really, and the pressure was just building, and to see Palmdale, convert on that play with the pressure, you could definitely put your hat on that and believe and take that momentum with you. Here goes Quartz Hill.
Larry has the snap, gives it to the first man through, pushing forward to about the 25-yard line.
Yeah. And that's the running back go to Jaden Graham again, the senior 5'10", getting a couple yards.
He averages 5.5 yards a carry, and he got about 5 on that play. We'll call it. Is there a flag? Referees are talking things over. They're standing at about the 25, which would make 2nd down and perhaps 6. We'll see what.
There we go. Oh, against the Royals. And
It'll remain 1st down, I believe.
It looks like we are walking back a couple yards.
15-yarder. The down marker says 2nd down.
And here we go, 2nd down.
Tackled in the backfield at the 10-yard line.
Looks like number 55 from Palmdale on that tackle right there, and that's Nigel Williams, the outside linebacker, senior 6'1", 200. with a great stop for Palmdale.
3rd down and about 18. 3 wide receivers split to the left, 1 to the right. Larry readies for the snap. Graham the lone setback. Low snap. Nailed right away at the 1-yard line.
We might have a safety possibly, is it?
I don't think so. I think they're going to call it down at about the 2.
Okay. Whew. We're getting too close for comfort there, huh? I mean, you're right there in your end zone.
My partner, JoJo, is screened out because there's a big door. There's a door to the press box that blocks his view.
Right. I'm just going off the reactions of the crowd and your voice, Larry.
Palmdale's going to get good field position, most likely. Brody is going to be standing near the end line of the end zone.
Wow.
I believe it's Walker back for the punt. Here comes the kick.
And here's a good
Short kick.
Yeah, Palmdale in some better position. Oh, fair catch called by number 8.
27-yard line. Great field position for Palmdale. They could get back in the game in a hurry now. 2:37 remaining here in the first quarter. 21-7.
And I can't believe it's just the first quarter. So much action, lots of points on the board.
I don't think we could have as many as we had in that L.A. Baptist Calvary Chapel game, but you never know. There's still 2:37. We've had 4 scores.
Well, we're going from, that was 8-on-8 football, which was really high pace, shorter field, and then we're going to 100, back to normal football. But what a game, Larry. That was a great game.
Mason rolls to his right, throws for the end zone. Man is open. He's got a touchdown. The Falcons get close.
And they get on the board again. Mr. Walker for Palmdale catching the reception and the touchdown for the Falcons.
21-13. Here comes the extra point.
So you're right, Larry. Maybe the football gods will bless us with a great close game here.
High-scoring affair so far. Lots of action here at Quartz Hill High School. Kick is up. Hits the goalpost. A penalty flag.
Ooh.
They're signaling no good. Let's see what the flag is.
And that's the kicker, number 30, Brandon Valdivia, the senior 5'9", 160.
We'll check out the penalty. Referee's talking over. Personal foul against Quartz Hill. Now that's interesting. I wonder if Palmdale will consider going for 2 if they put the ball on the 1.5-yard line. They're just going to kick it again.
Okay. That sounds inviting, though, the 2-point conversion.
That's Valdivia.
Yes, sir. Valdivia set the kick, number 30.
It's good. 21-14.
Just a 7-point game here for homecoming Quartz Hill hosting the Palmdale Falcons. L28 Sports bring you the telecast here. What an amazing game so far.
If you want to know what's going on in Lancaster, always check out Lancaster 28 on Facebook and our own YouTube channel. Perhaps you're watching it right now.
Yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the L28 City of Lancaster YouTube channel. Hit that little bell button and you'll be good to go and catch all the latest updates from the national news. Mark your calendars. Farmers Market on Thursday, Monday Night Bites, and also coming up soon. Get ready for next week. If you do have a dog and you love 4 paws or whatnot, Bark at the Park is coming up.
Bark at the Park. What a title. Here comes the kick. We're underway again. Through the end zone. Quartz Hill will set up. with, I think, their third offensive possession. Once again, all their touchdowns were by the defense.
Kind of like a good problem to have, but, you don't have your offense yet established. So, I'm definitely scratching my head a little bit trying to get this offensive going.
Russell Gordon, I think, with his offense is kind of in the same position as the Falcons, needs to steady them and get them in some sort of a groove. Larry leads them out. They show run formation now. Maybe they're going to run the ball up the gut. They're showing that all the way.
Oh, yeah. Here they go.
Wishbone offense pushing forward and getting 7 or 8 yards right up the gut. Second and short.
Nice power run. And just off the eye test, Larry, you could definitely tell that Quartz Hill's a little bit more bigger and larger than the Palmdale Falcons. So hopefully they can use that to their advantage.
Jaden Graham up the gut for 7, maybe 8.
It looks like they're
running a wishbone offense right now.
They're probably do the same thing again. A little powerhouse in the back, huh? Bam. Ooh, nice stop by number 5, Palmdale.
First down yardage, though.
Marciano Salazar with the stop.
Graham gets the first down. Dylan Merchant comes in, probably bringing the play with him.
A minute 35 and counting. Here we go.
Staying in the wishbone, and they're going to run it.
Ooh.
Graham can't quite turn the corner. Gets a couple, though.
Nice stop by Palmdale there again. As you can tell, of course, still trying to establish the run.
Three running backs again. Larry? Oh, that's Mershon on the handoff. Up the middle again. Quick 6 or 7 yards. Going to be 3rd and short. Marchand is the junior quarterback. He's 6 feet, 185 pounds.
All right, the Quartz Hill band providing us with the heightness here, playing the Hay song.
3rd and short. Marchand over center. Gives it to the second man through. First down yardage at the 46. That might do it for the first quarter. There's 18 seconds and counting. Marchand comes off the sideline, but I don't think he's going to make it in to get a playoff. We'll see.
I kind of like this offensive strategy by Quartz Hill, going up the middle, but also taking care of the ball and trying to tire out the Palmdale defense.
I think they got it off, not by much.
Yeah. Oh.
Big stack up at about the 50. They won't have to move the ball far. That does it for the first quarter. What a first quarter it was. 5 touchdowns, 21-14.
Amazing first quarter filled with turnovers and, like you said, 5 touchdowns from the teams collectively. What a great game so far. 21-14. The Quartz Hill Royals in the lead. All right. Well, hey, Larry, looks like we got to go to a quick commercial. We'll be right back after these messages.
You're watching L28.
You're watching L28 Sports.
Let's hear it, Spirits up!
They've got first down yardage again.
Looks like Zayshawn Walker and Isaiah Fulamano on the stop there for Palmdale.
You can hear the band. Lots of excitement here at Quartz Hill High School. Palmdale has made a game of it after surrendering 3 defensive touchdowns. Quartz Hill trying to answer and build on their 7-point lead. Running the wishbone, Marchant hands it off to the second man through, breaking a tackle, falling forward for about 7 or 8 yards. More rushing from the Royals. Jaden Graham. He had that 30-yard run earlier, so he's probably going to go over his 94 yard per game average at the rate he's going. We're only barely into the second quarter.
He's due for a great offensive production game.
3 backs. Comes to the near sideline, tries to break a tackle, falls forward, has a first down.
I don't know who to give the tackle credit to, but looks like maybe James Linares was there to trip up Jaden Graham on that play.
Marchant off the sideline with the play. Little Taysom Hill. Is it Taysom Hill on the Saints?
Oh, Tyreek Hill?
No, Taysom, the
Oh,
quarterback, running back on the Saints. Up the gut running again. About a 5-yard pickup.
ball on the 23. Looks like they spotted it.
Second down and about 4. Maybe a short 4. 3 running backs again. Last man through. Cuts to the inside. Tackled now on the outside at the 10.
Looks like number 5, Marciano Salazar for Palmdale Falcons with the stop there.
Just what the doctor ordered for Quartz Hill at this point. Palmdale's going to call a timeout. Not a bad time for a timeout. They're getting run over here, just up the gut running. They might need to shift defense and get a few big bodies up front, perhaps.
Absolutely. The steamroller that is Quartz Hill going up the middle there constantly, and Palmdale needs to put some bigger bodies in the middle to answer that. Let's see what they do.
They talk it over on the sideline. 9:25 remaining, 21-14, but Quartz Hill threatening here. Ball at the 9-yard line. That makes it first and goal. JoJo will have to stick his head out the window to see what happens if they make it into the end zone. I'll do my best. I have a slightly better angle. I'm a little bit to his right.
But I'll definitely hear the crowd reaction here.
I didn't hear crowd reaction. I didn't see a signal. I saw nothing. And again, it looked like the ball was caught. And then when they put it at the 2.5 for the extra point, I thought, oh, my goodness. Palmdale's defense walks out. Whistles and probably procedure. We'll see.
False start on the Royals.
The Royals have run so well, even 1st and 14. Still looks like a running situation for them, at least with the personnel they have on the field. Marchant off the sideline. Dylan waits. Wrapped up at the 9. Second down and goal now.
Wow. You know what they could do now? I mean, since they're running it so much, it sets it up perfectly for a play action. but you just, you got to time it.
I'm assuming that bookends are tight ends and eligible on each side. Still 3 running backs. Marchand over center. Has the snap, bobbles it for a moment, pushing forward, continuing to drive forward, and finally wrapped up. I think he made it to perhaps the 3 and then was driven back to the 5.
Almost making it to the end zone there, but not quite.
They place it at the 4. This is kind of tricky for the Royals because they have a good kicker. So if it was 4th down and 5 or something, they could just kick a field goal if they wanted. But of course, if it's 4th and 2, seems they would go for it. Marchand gives it to his left. Graham is hit. Stopped just shy. I believe he's down at about the 1. Exactly what I wondered about. 4th and 1, they got to go for it, I would assume.
Looks like number 9, Diego Leon from Palmdale on that stop.
And it's a short one. It's really at the half-yard line.
I wonder what they're going to do here, Larry. Are they going to go for it or are they going to kick it?
No, they're going for it all the way. It's at the half-yard line.
Right.
They're not holding back. Marchand leads him out. Totally stacked line. Everybody there. Man in motion to the left. Second man through. Hit. Pushing forward. I think he has gotten into the end zone finally. Beautiful defense at the outset, but persistence by Quartz Hill pushes it into the end zone, driving forward and scoring. I believe that's 21.
And if I can remember correctly, I don't think they ever aired it out or passed it on that drive, Larry.
Was that Kevin Johnson? I'm not sure who scored. I believe it was 21.
21. That's Kevin Johnson on my ticket.
5'11", 160.
Yes, sir.
Kept the legs driving. 27-14 now. Quartz Hill tries to restore order after giving up 2 touchdowns. Larry back out for the kick.
And I got to just shout out the Quartz Hill band again. They are just sounding so right today.
I think we're going to have offsides. No procedure.
False start on Quartz Hill.
That'll make it a little further of an attempt.
Shouldn't be no problem for Larry, though, right?
He punts, he kicks, he plays quarterback for Quartz Hill.
Quite the utility player for sure.
7:22 remaining.
About 5 yards.
Line is set. Snap down, kick up. Looks good, and it right through. 28-14. Long, dominating drive. Did they throw a pass? I don't think they threw a pass.
They didn't.
Not a single pass.
Not a single pass. This good old pounded up the middle, and they got their score through that method, and really wearing out the Palmdale defense here. We'll see how they'll do during the game, but it just looks tiring right there going up the middle.
Falcons will try to answer. 7:22. They could use a long drive themselves. Brody puts the ball down on the tee. Larry got a tired foot today. He's kicked a lot of extra points, a lot of kickoffs. Falcons will try to answer.
Does he play soccer too? I don't know.
Could be. Exciting football action right here from Quartz Hill. You're watching it on Lancaster 28. I'm Larry Wolf along with JoJo Leo. Ball at the 20-yard line. Special thanks to our awesome crew. Annabelle Vo, Tiffany Glover, Chris Saunders, Ryan Michelle, JoJo Leo, and Angel Stephenson doing their best to bring you the action from Quartz Hill.
Absolutely. Thank you, Larry.
Mason to throw, has a man open in the flat, complete for the moment, about 4 or 5 yards.
Target on that was number 11, Benjamin Cisneros.
Clock running at 7:06.
Pass complete to number 11, Benjamin Cisneros. Tackle by number 12, Ethan Stowe.
Fortunately, a few more people have made it to the stadium now for Palmdale. Their stands are a little more less sparse. Falcons try to answer. Mason to throw.
Ooh.
To the sideline over the receiver, incomplete.
Looking for Benjamin Cisneros again on that number 11 right there on the left side of the field.
Cisneros, Turner, Walker, and Conley. Wide receivers for the Falcons. Mason waits. Somebody moves. I think it's going to be against Quartz Hill this time.
We got flags.
Come out. Go against the Royals.
Make it 3rd and short now. I'd say about 6 inches short. They don't change the play. That's kind of surprising.
5-yard penalty. With the Falcons at first down.
They were in a passing formation and still are, but they're only about inches short. Mason to throw. Man is open, but he can't quite convert. Incomplete on the far sideline.
Joseph makes a pass incomplete.
They're saying 2nd down on the penalty. They did switch the yard marker, so
Yeah,
that was a free play.
They reset the downs there, Larry. Yeah.
I guess they gave them that first down. They had the ball. The ball was on the other side of the 30-yard line. The stick was on the other side about a yard away, but they called it a first down, so it's now 2nd and 10. Mason waits. Man in motion to the right. Not much running room. Tackled right near the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and long.
Oh, wow. So Joseph Mason on the tail end looking to the referee to call for some unnecessary roughness as he was pushed over there in the backfield, but
No flag.
no flag.
Tackle number 19, Andrew Garcia. We have 3rd
Walker the lone setback.
Palmdale.
The other Walker on the near sideline. Man in motion.
Ooh. Right back.
Flea
to-
flicker. Nobody's going to be near the
Ooh.
ball.
The Quartz Hill coach caught it.
Cisneros on the flea flicker.
Throwing it to the Quartz Hill coach, and with reflexes of a gazelle, just caught it right there on the sideline.
4th down. I believe Palmdale's going to have to punt here. You never know in high school football, though. It's amazing how often they go for it nowadays.
Yeah, you would think they would kick it, yeah.
The Falcon punting team goes on to the field.
Is that Jacob Cook? Is it 38? Can't tell the number.
That looks like to be Jacob Cook.
Oh,
Goes
my
over
goodness.
his head.
Oh, this could be a safety.
Ooh.
Can he get it off? Oh, he falls on it and takes the safety. May have been the best play. 2 points for Quartz Hill on the bad snap. Way over the head of the punter. Never had a chance. All he could do was fall on it. It's now 30-14. 5:43 remaining in the 2nd quarter. Big break for Quartz Hill.
Quartz Hill gladly accepting that safety for those 2 points.
Often people don't appreciate the skill involved in being a long snapper. And there are some pro teams that they have a player that his only job is to be the long snapper.
Very important job because that's where it all starts.
Palmdale will punt it away at the 20-yard line. It is 38. Jacob Cook, 5'10", 185. He's going to tee it up. You have your choice on the free kick. Most pros will kick it away like a punt, but you can choose to use the tee. Cook, 5'10" senior. The wind blows it off the tee.
Resetting it there.
The wind has not been much of a factor. It's blowing from the near sideline to the far sideline. The wind here in Lancaster almost always goes west to east. They're probably going to have to hold it now. They're calling for it. I think the referees are going to demand it.
Well, the good thing is they're not wasting any time off the clock. So
They don't hold it. They won't hold it. Nobody wants to stick their finger out there. It's too dangerous. Here comes the kick.
Ooh.
Toward the 50.
Ooh, that's
Quartz Hill pushing forward, breaking a few tackles and getting to the 41-yard line.
That's number 19, Andrew Garcia, picking up the return.
Clock stops, 5:34 remaining. Quartz Hill now with a pretty commanding lead at the moment and the ball. And in light of how they ran, I'm surprised they're coming back with Larry now. Brody is a good quarterback, but that last drive seems so effective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like they're going to the air this time.
Larry waits for the snap. Up the gut and stopped at about the 38. Jaden Graham.
Yeah. Hinting at possibly passing, but going to the option, running it with Graham this time with Quartz Hill, trying to stack more on their lead here.
4 receivers, 2 split left, 2 to the right. Now the flag. Palmdale was jumping. The first man didn't go across the line. Second man did. Was he drawn? We'll see. They talk it over.
I saw the referees pointing to the Palmdale side, but we'll see the confirmation here sooner. Oh.
Somebody did something. Somebody moved on the line.
Maybe a false start on Quartz Hill.
Second down and 11. 10 and a half.
A false start on the Royals, and those linebackers looking at each other. Oh, wasn't me, wasn't me, it was you.
There'll be a homecoming king and queen crowned at halftime, I believe. Graham gets the ball, pushes forward. Close to the first down, maybe a little short by 1.5 yards. Nice run by Graham.
Yeah, you're right, Larry. Can't wait for the homecoming king and queen to spruce up this halftime homecoming show for the Quartz Hill Royals.
I believe we'll bring it to you. Homecoming king and queen, right here. Producer Tiffany says yes. Quick pass completion. Up the gut he goes. Has a shot at the end zone. And in. Touchdown, Quartz Hill.
Looks like Robert Harris III, the sophomore, 6'3", 210, with that great touchdown run.
Up the gut pass. And lots of yardage. (36-14).
And there's that Quartz Hill band playing so nicely again after that touchdown score by the Royals.
Snap is down, kick is up. Looks real well through the middle, split the uprights. Brody Larry again. 4:16 remaining here in the second period, 37-14. Three-score difference, so Palmdale's in the same position they were in when it was 21-0, although you have to add in that safety as well. Palmdale needs a drive now to restore order.
Palmdale right now looking outsized and outmatched so far as the game progresses, and need to do some.
You've got to feel like they would think in terms of, hey, we gave away
Right.
a couple touchdowns. We're better than we are, and we can play with this team. But right now, trailing 37-14, getting the ball back. They've got time. They really need a drive here to restore order. Larry with a kick, another good one. Out of the end zone. You're watching it all on Lancaster 28. Follow us. Make sure you follow all social media platforms, City of Lancaster, California. Watch us on YouTube and Facebook. Falcons off the sideline. Mason and Walker in the backfield. 4 wide receivers, 2 split left and 2 split right. Mason rolls to his left, looks downfield, throws to the sideline, has it complete, right at about the 29-yard line, shy of the first down.
Reception was to Christian Connolly, wide receiver, senior for Palmdale.
That stops the clock. They're calling it incomplete, though. He must have stepped out of bounds when he brought the ball in, so it's going to be 2nd and 10.
You're absolutely right, Larry. Looks like they did call that incomplete.
It was a nice conversion had they been able to keep it in bounds.
Let's see if they go to Connolly again. He's one of the main targets of this receiving corps for Palmdale.
Mason waits for the snap.
Oh.
Gives it to Walker, wrapped up in the backfield. Mikeen, nowhere to go. 3rd down and about 12 now.
I think on the stop there, number 3, Maximus Ishanik.
Wide receivers already set up before they break huddle. Mason waits for the snap. Man in motion. 3 wide receivers now on the left. Mason rushed, steps up the gut. Ooh. Good runs, got a seam, comes toward the 30, has first down yardage, I believe, out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Push out of bounds by number 5, Adonis Curie, the 4-star recruit, committing to Texas A&M. He's going to be a future Aggie.
The Texas teams making the most of NIL, getting a lot of recruits. .307. I believe the Falcons only have 1 timeout, which could be a factor.
Timeout remaining for halftime or for the game? For the game?
Timeout for halftime.
Oh, gotcha.
4 wide receivers again. Man in motion. Mason rushed and wrapped up. Tackled at the 25.
Looks like number 9, Jaden Bear from Quartz Hill and Company, wrapping up the Palmdale Falcon on that play.
Turner, Connolly, and Walker.
We'll bring up 2nd and 18.
Walker on the near sideline. 3 wide receivers to the left. Mason looks downfield, steps up, throws a long looping pass. Beautiful diving catch at the 45-yard line. I think he put it in his pocket, made the play. Oh, my goodness, Cisneros. Are they calling it a complete?
Are they? Oh, no, incomplete. They're waving the hands in the air there.
There's a flag on the play.
Oh, flag on the play.
I think they signaled that it was a complete. He made a diving catch. I didn't see it hit the ground.
He'll go against the Falcons.
Cisneros doing a multitude of great catches this game, but
They're marching it off like a penalty, though.
yeah.
I don't see a flag anywhere.
Oh, yeah, the ball's pushed back all the way, looking to be at the
21. What a catch, though. Mason now has thrown 2 really difficult passes under pressure, and they were right on the money. And Cisneros made a diving major league catch, if there was one.
Absolutely. Pro-like plays.
All for naught, though, with the penalty.
Yeah.
They're calling it 2nd down.
2nd, and look at the
21?
yardage here. 24.
24 yards, my goodness. Quartz Hill with the timeout. 1:56 remaining.
Do you need the call? It's a legal sub.
Oh, okay.
Legal sub.
So we just got clarification of the legal substitution.
Is that 15 yards for an illegal substitution? That
Yeah.
seems like a heavy-handed penalty. We got the hanging judge on that one. I did not know for an illegal substitution you're going to get 15 yards.
It's inflation, Larry, I think, yeah.
And boy, it negated a beautiful
Yeah.
play. Quartz Hill will take it. They're up 37-14. They don't mind. Palmdale, once again, needs to answer here, I think, to get back into the game with 1:56 remaining in the half.
And those were 2 hard-earned touchdowns for Palmdale, all going through the air. Well, one of them was.
This Lancaster 28 reminder, LPAC is rolling out their new season of shows. Ticket packages will be available for purchase. Check out LPAC. You can see some great concerts. I saw B.J. Thomas.
Nice.
I saw Three Dog Night.
Woo.
Who else did I see?
Marlon Wayne's performing November 3rd. He's a stand-up comedian.
We know who he is.
No, you know? Okay.
I know.
I'm sorry.
He's pretty famous. He's pretty famous.
Lions, brother.
I know, the Lions. Come on now. I'm old, but not that old. I know.
Go, girls.
No, I'm a big fan of Marlon Wayne's, and I can't wait to see his. Oh, nice. The cheerleader cheers. Here they go.
Oh, my goodness. Triple
Yeah.
Let's Flippo.
So, again, just to clarify, illegal man downfield, not an illegal substitution. So,
Here comes the snap. Mason rolls to his left, looks downfield, has a man open. Beautiful catch and then drop.
was that Cisneros?
Cisneros couldn't quite. I can't imagine a harder pass to catch than the first one he went after. Almost brought it in again. Beautiful jump. Couldn't quite bring it in. And now it's 3rd down. Mason has really impressed me with his ability to throw downfield under the worst conditions, either moving against his body or being rushed and flushed out of the pocket, and he still manages to get the ball downfield to the right place.
It's like the new age quarterbacks. He just can do so many things on the field.
He doesn't run a lot.
He's more of in the pocket.
In the pocket, he averages 22 yards a game, so he'll scramble 2 or 3 times a game, undoubtedly, if the opportunity's there, but he's thinking pass. Mason and Walker. Mykeen. Man in motion. That's Turner.
Oh.
They dump it off to him. Comes up the middle. Has a little running room. Tries to break a tackle. Pushes forward all the way to the original line of scrimmage at the 35. And we'll have to see what they're going to do on 4th down. I think they should punt it, but that's just me. I know. You would have liked to get on the board, but give Quartz Hill the ball here at the 33-yard line. They're going to try to push it in the end zone. They need to kick it away.
Yeah, you don't want to sacrifice. You're in Quartz Hill territory and take the risk there. I wouldn't myself.
Cook will be the kicker. Interesting. I would have to think that Quartz Hill would come back with Larry because without a lot of time, I don't think they can engineer a running drive. It would take too much time with only a minute 39.
Yeah, might as well explore the air, right? Fittingly so, as we are in the Aerospace Valley. Yeah.
That's a great line. Explore the air.
Right.
Cody Larry and the Quartz Hill Royals. We'll see how the kick goes. Royals on top, 37-14. Falcons will punt it away.
As the point team comes on the field.
Really can't wait till the homecoming show for the homecoming king and queen coming up halftime.
We'll bring it to you. Producer Tiffany says we can do it, and she's the boss. Here comes the punt. Oh, it's a fake.
Ooh.
Oh, my goodness. Cutting upfield for first
he
down
got
march.
through.
Yes, and now to the far sideline. Can you believe it? He's to the 40-yard
Jason
line.
Walker.
Pushed out of bounds at about the 35. What a play. What a gamble. And the runner really, a couple times, looked like he could have gotten the first down, but he wanted the whole enchilada. Risked the first down, pushed forward, and really made a big play. Jayshawn Walker averages 67 yards a game as a receiver.
Amazing play, and only a minute 24 still left. Lots of game time for the Palmdale to possibly sneak in a score here.
Huge play.
Mm-hmm.
I already had Quartz Hill coming on the field for their offense. But the Falcons had other ideas, and they executed.
And that's what I was talking about, having that little misdirection, fake punt. You gotta take a little bit of the risk here.
There were two opportunities to tackle him. One looked really, really promising, but Quartz Hill couldn't get him. And then when he was about 4 yards shy, instead of going for the first down, he went toward the far sideline and escaped and made the big play.
Here we go.
Ball at the 20. Mason throws complete, pushing forward toward the first down, trying to stay on his feet, tackled right near the first down marker at about the 10. It could be first and goal or very close to it.
Looks like the pass is made to Christian Connolly.
First and goal now. They need to change the down marker.
Last play was a personal foul and a penalty.
They added that on to the big play, I believe. The ball's now at the 10. Mason to throw. Has a man open toward the end zone. There's a flag. It's in the end zone for a touchdown, perhaps, but we'll see what the flag is.
McKean Walker, number 14, on the reception if it counts.
Touchdown. The penalty must have been against Quartz Hill. We got another ball game here, 37-20.
High scoring ball game for sure.
A fake punt set it all up. Three touchdowns now for Palmdale, 5 and a safety for Quartz Hill. You can hear the Quartz Hill cheerleaders as Palmdale tries the extra point, which is good, just inside the left upright.
Brandon Valdivia with another kick completion.
What a game on homecoming day here at Quartz Hill, 37-21.
Still a great ball game here. Only a 16-point difference, and still lots of time here.
Right now that safety is looking extra big because if it wasn't for the safety, you'd have, easy
2
touchdown possibilities. But now you've got to go touchdown, extra point, 2-point conversion, need a field goal. Not a lot of time. I don't think Quartz Hill is going to do much, but you'd never know. In light of what Palmdale pulled off, maybe Quartz Hill will try something. They've got 51 seconds, and they have, I think, 1 timeout. And as you say, perhaps they'll explore the air. Been a pleasure to bring you the action. I'm Larry Wolf along with JoJo Leo. We're having fun here in Quartz Hill. 37-21, Quartz Hill to receive the kickoff.
The crowd is out, the drones are out, the band is out, the cheerleaders are cheering, and this game is definitely what you want for a homecoming Friday night lights here.
The ball's being placed on the 50. I think that's the spotting for the penalty.
Hopefully the T will be cooperating with us on this possession.
Well, it's not the T's fault. It's the wind.
The wind, huh?
Oh, my God. I think the T is doing its job as best it can. Oh, my goodness. The referee.
Now the referee's going to make sure the T's doing its job. He's blocking the wind there, huh?
But the wind's coming from the opposite side. I don't think they'll do any good. They just need to have somebody stick their finger out and let him kick it away and not worry about it. That's what they did when I used to play football 50 years ago. We've got a drone overlooking the stadium here. Waiting for the whistle. I'm not sure what the delay is. I believe it might be the drone.
It might be the drone, yeah. I saw the drone. It came out. Now it's lowering its longitude. It's going to land soon. And here it goes, it's about to land right there on the field.
Whose drone is this?
I'm not too sure. Maybe,
I hope this is not a homecoming game prank.
Do you have the
right.
eyes on the drone? Okay.
So here it goes. It's lowering its latitude.
It's landing now.
It's landing now. There it is. And there we go. All right. The drone has landed, ladies and gentlemen.
We are waiting for the action to begin. Here comes the kick.
There we go.
Ball will be kicked from the 50-yard line. Squib kick coming down at about the 5.
Oh.
Up the gut. Possible.
Oh.
Yes,
Uh-oh.
absolutely.
Uh-oh.
One man to beat. From behind tackle at the 45-yard line. Saving tackle. You best believe Quartz Hill will be going to the air now, I think. 42 seconds remaining, and the ball all the way at the 40-yard line. Boy, the sea parted up the middle.
Absolutely. I thought he was going to take it all the way to the end zone.
Good work by the containment Palmdale Falcons because they were already beat, but they came back, caught up with the receiver, caught up with the return man, and saved a touchdown.
Absolutely, Larry. Great don't quit play by Palmdale. Could have turned the situation worse. Let's see if they can hold off Quartz Hill before halftime.
3 wide receivers to the left. Larry waiting for the ball.
Oh.
Back to pass. Looks downfield. Little screen pass. Graham pushes forward. Has some running room. Bursts into the secondary. Continues. And falls forward to the 20-yard line. 31 seconds and counting. That should stop for the moment while they move the chains.
We had a Palmdale player down on the play, number 5. He's slow to recover, going back to the Palmdale huddle and defensive set.
Quartz Hill trying to make the most of 24 seconds. Larry rolls to his left, looks downfield, throws the ball complete, pushing forward. Finally dropped at the 5. 13 seconds, and I think they're going to call a timeout.
Reception made by Darrell Lawrence on that great catch right there. The 5'7" senior for Quartz Hill.
All or nothing possibilities here. Royals used their last timeout. I do believe they'll have no timeouts now. First and goal. Quartz Hill leads 37-21, trying for more. Palmdale desperately needs a stop.
Lots of time left with 13 seconds. Anything can happen.
It's amazing. We've had a whole football game of action, and we're still in the second quarter with 13 seconds remaining.
Non-stop action, least to say here.
So far, we have had nothing but good football games in the ones we've been able to cover. It has been a pleasure to watch these games, let alone call them. Here come the Royals. They used their last timeout, so they need to make this play count. Either an incomplete pass, a touchdown, perhaps the opportunity for a field goal, depending on what happens. Palmdale needs the stop. Play action pass. Throws for the end zone. Incomplete, but there's a flag. I think they're going to call interference. There's only 9 seconds left. Let's see what the penalty is. They mark it off.
They're calling up number 9 from Quartz Hill. He's running, and that's Jaden Bear.
Palmdale could conceivably... Boy, they're bringing the run team in. Oh, my goodness. That's dangerous because if you don't make it into the end zone, you lose your field goal opportunity. If you have a pass, you should be able to get the pass off. If it's incomplete, you kick the field goal. But right now, Marchand is in, and that means run, generally. They stack the line. Everybody up front. Man in motion. Pass for the end zone. It's picked off. It's picked off down the far sideline and finally pushed out of bounds. The Royals are stopped near the goal line. Big time interception. Score remains 37-21. 1 second on the clock.
Got the pickles on that one.
Got to give it to Quartz Hill for trying from a run formation to go for the end zone. Ball was picked off smartly. Palmdale survives, and we're probably going to go into the locker room with a 37-21 lead for Quartz Hill.
You know, the halftime speech for Palmdale, don't quit, don't give up, and it's still within reach.
And when you think about it, again, they've given away 3 touchdowns on defense, so this game is a lot closer perhaps than the scoreboard shows. Quartz Hill, though, got to give it to their defense.
Right.
3 defensive scores to start the game. Palmdale's going to down the ball. We're going to go into the locker room at halftime. 37-31, the Royals on top. What a half.
What a game so far. Yeah.
Hope you've enjoyed the action. I believe we're going to have an extended break for a few minutes or so while they get set up for homecoming. I think that's what the plan is. Once again, halftime score, 37-21. The Royals on top. We'll be back after this timeout with homecoming action.
You're watching L28.
You're watching L28 Sports.
Let's hear it, Spirit Zone!
Welcome to L28 sports coverage of the Quartz Hill hosting Palmdale game when we have the homecoming going on right now, about to start. I'm Joe Leo here for L20 Sports, giving you the coverage of Quartz Hill's homecoming about to commence right now. We're going to be soon seeing the homecoming court. Kings and Queens coming up soon.
2024 homecoming football game. We will now get started on coronation.
We'll now switch to the Quartz Hill ASB.
I'm Isabel, your senior class vice president and the head of this year's coronation.
It's now time to introduce our 2024 homecoming court. These 12 have worked hard and done an amazing job publicizing to get here. Can we give them a round of applause?
Alright, up first we have Ivory Carlin. Ivory is very passionate about folklorico and plans to continue dancing in college. Her favorite high school memory is last year's football game, hanging out with your friends and taking pictures. Joining her today is Jasmine Ryan and Sandra Fraga.
Walking beside her is Diego Alcala. Diego loves working out and encouraging others to work out as well. His favorite song is Young Free Sing and Single by Frank Jake. Joined today is Hector and Lauren Alcala.
Next up is Natalia Guzman. Natalia is involved in our Spanish club. She loves sewing and loves to make clothes for herself and her friends. Her favorite movie is 13 going on 30. Joining her today is Raul and Limeri Lopez.
Walking beside her is Blake Bryant. Blake is passionate about fireside class. His favorite song is Best of You by Foo Fight on Tears, and his favorite high school memory is senior sunrise being surrounded by all his close friends. Joining him today is Frank and Jamie Bryant.
Next we have Kylie Porter. Kylie plays flag football here at Quartz Hill and runs track. She's very passionate about school and her favorite high school memory is prom 2023. Her favorite snack is sweet tart roast. Joining her today is Jill and Carrie Porter.
Walking beside her is Adonis Curry. Adonis plays football and runs track for Quartz Hill High School. His favorite memory is getting the fastest record in Quartz Hill for track. Joining him today is Stacy Law.
Next up is Elizabeth Zamora. Liz plays soccer for Quartz Hill High School. Her favorite high school memory is winning Division II CIF for girls soccer. Her favorite song is I Love You, I'm Sorry by Gracie Abrams. Her favorite snack is hot fries. Joining her today is Albert and Tiffany Zamora.
Walking beside her, Marcus Gonzalez. Marcus is a part of Wing Crew. He loves playing piano. His favorite is Forrest Gump, and his favorite snack is lime almonds. Joining him today is Bethany and Tony Gonzalez.
Next we have Princess Mapp. Princess is involved in Quartz Hill's BSU and choir. Her favorite song is Dear April by Frank Ocean. Her favorite high school memory is her freshman year and meeting all the friends she holds dearly now. Joining her today is Princess Mapp and Anaya Lee.
Walking beside her is Johnny Jimenez. Johnny plays football here at Quartz Hill. His favorite song is Hotel California by the Eagles, and his favorite snack is hot fries. Joining him today is Johnny and Lorena Jimenez.
Finally, we have Rylan Reposas. Rylan is passionate about playing golf at Quartz Hill High School, and she's been playing for 9 years. Her favorite movie is Clown, the horror movie that made her love horror. Joining her today is Anthony and Kristen Raposa.
Walking beside her is Ian Simpson. Ian loves to build and collect Legos. His favorite high school memory is sophomore year homecoming. His parents' favorite movie is Up. Joining today is parents Kelly and Ryan. Now it's time to announce this year's King and Queen. Are you ready?
applause for the Quartz Hill Royal Homecoming Court and Key Crew.
Homecoming, and we're with the real Royals of Quartz Hill Royals, the queen and king of homecoming. We are with Brian, correct? Brian. Blake Bryan, and Ivory. This is so exciting for you guys. You are involved in so many clubs. You are a leader, you're a president, a vice president of so many, but there's something very special about you. You like to be really hands-on with showing off your culture. Share a little bit with the city of Lancaster what that is.
So I dance Locorico here at Quartz Hill High School. I'm actually the captain this year, and I've been dancing for 3 years. Feel like it is important to continue to show my culture, whether that's through dance or through Spanish Club, which is something I'm also a part of.
Amazing. And then with you, you have something very special, Blake. There is something that you're involved with that I have a heart for, which is fire science, right? So what is it about that gave you a heart and soul to want to become a firefighter one day?
So I just really want to give back to the community. I want to care for wherever I am, and the best way to do that is to become a firefighter. They help fires, floods, any emergency, EMT. They're everywhere. They help everyone, and I love that, and it's something I really aspire and want to be with. So I just love that career, and it's looking good, and I can't wait to become a firefighter.
All right, guys, the biggest question, how are you going to celebrate? What are you going to do tonight?
Ooh, I don't know. I definitely want some food. That's for sure. I don't know what food, but some good food. That's for sure. Ooh, sushi. Sushi. That's
Okay, what about you, Blake?
Food too. I don't know. Either some trash food to celebrate the big occasion or some nice food to celebrate the big occasion. Either one. Maybe go back to one of my friends' house and just have a little get together, celebrate the win and homecoming tomorrow. Can't wait for it. It's going to be super fun, and just have a fun night tonight.
Awesome. Congratulations, you guys. Such an amazing night for both of you. You guys, like we said, tonight is a special night. It's homecoming. So we have a special guest coming up that is a familiar face for Quartz Hill Royals. But before we do that, let's just say, go Royals. Yeah? 3, 2, 1. Go Royals! We'll see you soon for the next interview. is a night that all of you love when you're in high school, especially when you're an alum. I have with me Nate Forte, a teacher and a coach at Quartz Hill High School, but the best title that we have is 2005 Athlete of the Year of Quartz Hill High School, so he knows better than anybody what it means to be a true Royal. What does it feel like to see this school grow day in and day out now that you're a leader in this school?
I mean, it's been a beautiful experience. Definitely was weird and an adjustment, being on the other side of things as a teacher, but, just trying to go ahead and positively impact the youth, day in, day out, get them to think, get them to goal set, have a good mind, positive mindset. But yeah, it's nice.
Your dad was Athlete of the Year at Quartz Hill High School. You became Athlete of the Year here in 2005. What mindset and mentality are you pouring into your young athletes that you're coaching so they can become Athlete of the Year as well?
It's about, appreciating the grind. There's always somebody out there that you can't see that's working hard at their craft to be the best that they can. So if they just have the approach of, each day taking on the challenge of improving and working on their game and truly dedicating themselves to the grind, I think they're going to be all right, and they might have a future in athletics.
Awesome. He's a great athlete, he's a great teacher, he's a great leader, but one thing you might not know about him, he's a great dancer. So we have to send off homecoming with some dance moves for the Royals. Show me what you got, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
You want the reject or something like that? I don't know. I do this, but I don't really.
Give him a good go Royals. Come on.
Go Royals. Okay. Falcons.
All right, guys, back up to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tiffany Glover. Good action at halftime, including a newly crowned homecoming king and queen, and football action now right on tap here on L28. Falcons will start it out. Lots of action, lots of entertainment at halftime. We had the dance team, the cheerleaders, the band, and the homecoming queen. Congratulations to Blake Bryan and Ivory Carlin. And now the second half as the Falcons try to get back in the game. It's 37-31, but the Falcons will have the ball. Quartz Hill defense makes ready.
You're right, Larry. What great action we just saw from the halftime show, and now we're back to the game.
Mason to pass. To the sideline, complete there. Close to the first down, knocked out of bounds. Paul Turner.
You're right there, number 15, Paul Turner with the reception on that play on the catching the ball on the left side of the field.
Call it 2nd and 2. I have not seen a half with that much even action. I think when we saw LA Baptist against Calvary Chapel, there was that much action, but was too one-sided. This was close to one-sided, but the Falcons managed to kind of get back in it a little bit, getting the touchdown on the fake punt, set up by the fake punt, and then intercepting in the end zone. Mason with a high snap, they pitch it. First down yardage, I think, yes sirree, at about the 32.
And that was number 24 running back Oliver Flores trying to run it up to the side on the right.
Just the start of the second half. Both these teams trying to get their first conference win. Everything went Quartz Hill way. 3 defensive touchdowns to start the game. Mason waits for the snap. Throws to the sideline. Another complete pass, I believe. Inbounds. About a 7-yard pickup. Maybe 6.
Yeah, the receiver on that, Christian Connolly, part of the receiving core of the Falcons. Popular target from Mason.
Cisneros, Turner, Walker, and Conley. They usually go with 4. This time 3 will be on the right side. Mason has the snap, rolls to his right. Chase looks downfield, throws, has a man not open. It falls incomplete, almost picked off at about the 35.
Getting mad at himself as Robert Harris, the third, coming close to that interception.
Mason had a seam on the outside, was chased and pressured. You're watching it all on L28. Third down and about 5. 3 wide receivers split to the right, 1 to the left. Walker the lone setback. Mason waits. Has the snap, looks to his left. Throws down the sideline. Incomplete. It could have. Oh, we've got a flag on the play.
Helmets came off on that play, and flag is thrown.
Walker was there. Looks like he had it for a moment, dropped it. Looks like pass interference, though. Looks like a first down for the Falcons. They haven't moved the yard markers yet, but the referees and the teams are both standing.
Yeah, still deliberating. Still hasn't shown the ball has advanced. Still showing on the 38, so.
Referee walking backwards.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And now the teams are coming backwards. Now, okay, he's going to mark it off in the other direction. I thought so. Looks like a 15-yard penalty and a first down. So it's probably holding and not pass interference. Pass interference, it probably would have placed the ball where the ball was originally thrown, but in this case, they just mark off the yardage from the line of scrimmage. First down. Three wide receivers split to the right. Mason looks to the left. Throws down the left sideline. Ball up in the air. Falls incomplete, and another flag. I don't know if I agree with that one. It looked like everybody was running for the ball. I didn't see a lot of contact, but the flag is there. We'll see.
I can't see the number right there. I believe number 10, Quartz Hill, Jaden Brown involved in that play. And there we go. Yep, referee calling it out that it was on interference on the Royals. And ball on the 48 now, Larry.
No complaints really about the refereeing so far. Doug Martin, Dana Furman, Joshua King, Kevin Owen, and Daniel Handy on the job here at Quartz Hill. They're watching it on L28. Pitch to the left. Some running room of about 6 or 7 yards near the far sideline.
Mykeen Walker got the call again with the run. The freshman making his presence felt in today's game.
3 TDs on the year, and they'll have him for a long time.
Yep. Lots of potential here for that freshman.
Falcons trying to get back in it, trailing by 16. Quartz Hill defense sets up. Mason fakes left, rolls to his right, looks downfield, going deep again, has a man wide open. Will he catch it? Ooh. Almost intercepted. The defender closed very nicely. Ball underthrown a little bit.
What's the number on that guy?
Conley was there, but he had to slow down and wait for the ball.
Javante Wisdom definitely showing his wisdom on the defensive side and causing the interruption there.
He closed ground, broke it up nicely. Third down and about 5. Undoubtedly, they're in 4-down territory. 10-16 remaining.
The crowd is going wild here with the anticipation.
Lots of excitement in Quartz Hill. Mason to throw. Has a man open. Will he catch it? Yes. If he's in bounds, it's a first down. He got it.
McKean Walker again dialed up on that play.
Momentum has clearly turned in favor of the Falcons. Quartz Hill still up by 16. They've got to feel good about themselves being in the driver's seat, but the Falcons are trying to close and cut it down to a 1 score if they could get a 2-point conversion, assuming they could put it in the end zone. Mason waits for the snap. Man in motion. They give it to Walker. Walker stacked up near the line of scrimmage. Not much of a gain. 2nd down.
Stopped by a slew of Quartz Hill players right there on the defensive line.
So nice to see such great participation here. We had everything. Dance team, cheerleaders, Quartz Hill band, homecoming queen. And once again, congratulations to Blake Bryan and Ivory Carlin.
The new homecoming king and queen of Quartz Hill 2024.
Mason talks things over with Walker. Waits for the snap.
Oh.
Timeout on Quartz Hill. Quartz Hill surrenders one of its timeouts. That could mean something later, but at this stage of the game, you don't want to give up an easy score when you've got a 16-point lead, so they talk it over. Once again, if you want to find out what's happening in Lancaster, always stay tuned to L28. This year's Halloween Haunt is coming up October 19th. If you're a food truck vendor, make sure you apply at www.cityoflancastercalifornia.gov/haunt. Sell that food and have a great Halloween.
And also coming up sooner than that, October 5th, if you are a dog lover, be sure to check out Bark at the Park at Sergeant Steve Owen Memorial. October 5th, Bark at the Park.
That is a great slogan. Bring Fido, have a great time. Back to football, Quartz Hill. Back on defense. Mason and Walker lead the troops for Palmdale. 4 wide receivers, 2 split left, 2 split right. Mason rolls to his right, looks downfield. Still looking, there's a flag, a holding. Pass complete over the middle. Nicely grabbed by Cisneros, but I think there's going to be a holding flag against Palmdale most likely.
Amazing job by Mason. What really strikes me is his way, how he maneuvers out the pocket, almost like a bootleg, and he's just really in control.
Quartz Hill has pressured him, but Mason has rolled left, rolled right. And to me, the most impressive things, twice he's had to make difficult passes across his body and put them right there. Actually, the ones rolling right haven't been quite as good. The more difficult ones he actually put right on the money. 2nd down in a bundle. They've got to get all the way to the 10-yard line.
Looks more than, 10-yard penalty on that play. And so they're pushed back to the 19.
Mason to throw. Looks downfield for the end zone. Picked off nicely at the 5-yard line. Quartz Hill has held.
Javante Wisdom again with another pickle right there.
Huge play because Palmdale really was trying to get back in the game.
And Mr. Wisdom said, not on his watch. Holding it down for Quartz Hill, keeping that lead still intact.
Larry will be the quarterback. Quartz Hill has shown a couple different looks. A wishbone offense with Merchant and a standard offense with passing formations from Larry. Larry gives it to Graham. Graham breaks a tackle, continues moving his feet forward and gets out to about the 22. Call it a 4-yard pickup.
I see number 5, Adonis Curry, trying to get into the game possibly, and hopefully they'll air it out to him.
He hasn't had a lot of action so far.
Nope.
2 wide receivers left, 2 right.
Oh,
quick pitch to the left. Graham tries to get the outside, now cuts in a little bit. Close to the first down. Did he get it? I think he's past it. I think he's got the first down.
Stopped by a wall of Palmdale Falcon defenders.
Let's see where they place it. No, that's short. Short by about a half a yard. Now they're calling it a first down. We're watching the sticks, and I swear to you, the ball was on the wrong side of the stick. I thought he picked it up at first, and he did. Larry out of the gun. Graham next to him. Graham gets the give.
Oh,
bursts into the secondary.
He like
off to the races.
Break
Breaking away. Can someone catch him? I don't think so. He's going to go all the way down the far sideline. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Graham breaks it. I'm surprised there's not a flag because Graham was kind of held up and hit a little bit in the end zone after he'd already scored the touchdown. 43-21.
Great read, great pickup, great run by Mr. Graham.
I think Graham's probably close to 150 yards now on the ground today. He had a 30-yard run earlier. Just on the big runs alone. Puts him...
So the Quartz Hill cheerleaders, they have to kick each time for each point. Is that right? So they got to kick 44 times.
They are having a ball. Brody Larry to kick. He's been perfect on extra points. 43-21.
And he does it all.
Knocks it right through. What a huge turn of events. Palmdale was threatening.
Right.
They trailed by 16. They wanted to make it a one-touchdown lead. Interception. And then Graham breaks one.
Now they're up by 23 points. That's 3 touchdowns and a safety.
Hope you're enjoying the action. 44-21. Quartz Hill against Palmdale. We'll see if the Falcons can answer. 7:31 remaining here in the third period.
And what a great vibe and atmosphere here at Quartz Hill High School, Floyd Nicholson Field. And it's just a bunch of cheers and joviality right now.
You're watching it all on L28. Brody to kick. Jay Sean sets up, runs and gets it, kicks it, has it. Up the middle, hit at the 20 and down. Falcons will take over 1st and 10 at the 20.
James Linares right there, number 6. Little to nowhere for the Falcons as they pick up right there on the 20.
Falcons had a good drive going. Wisdom, though, broke it up with his interception.
Yep. And looks like the Royals cheerleaders have done 44 kicks. They actually kick every time a touchdown is scored, the amount of points that is totaled. So
it could be worse. It could be push-ups.
It could be. Oh yeah.
They're having a ball. Here come the Falcons.
I could give you 30 push-ups, Larry.
Pretty good. Mason to throw. To the flat, complete for about a 3-yard gain and a flag. I think he may have been horse-collared, maybe a face mask. It was about a 3-yard gain.
Looks like number 15 from Quartz Hill. That would be Anthony Diaz.
It was a face mask.
Face mask call against the Royals.
7:18 remaining here in the third period.
A 15-yard penalty, resulting in a Falcons first down.
Ball advancing for the Falcons.
At the 39-yard line.
Like I said earlier, maybe they could try to explore the air and get some yardage that way.
They definitely need to score here to restore order and to be in the game. Mason with 3 wide receivers split to the right. Has the snap, looks to his left, now looks to his right, steps up in the pocket, looks downfield, has a man open, dropped though, incomplete at about the 50.
Looks like to be broken up by number 30, David Valencia.
Jay-Sean Walker couldn't bring it in. He had help though from the defensive player.
I'm sorry, that might be David Cromartie.
Cromartie?
Number 29.
Second down and 10. 3 wide receivers to the right. Mason waits, has the snap. Looks downfield, steps up in the pocket, running to his right. Little dump off pass, complete. Down the near sideline to the 40. Almost breaks a tackle and dropped at about the 38-yard line. First down for the Falcons.
Looked like Christian Connolly and number 2, Quartz Hill, Daryl Lawrence exchanging some words there on that competitive play right there, as great yardage was gained on that pass.
6:46 remaining. They move the chains. Mason has had room to maneuver a little bit by shifting left and right, usually to the right. Turner in motion to the left. There'll be 3 wide receivers split to the left, 1 to the right. Mason waits, has the snap, looks to his left, he's rushed, flushed out of the pocket. Looks downfield, there's a flag, he breaks a tackle and goes down the near sideline. I think the flag is going to call it back. I believe Mason had first down yardage, but that flag is in a holding area. We'll see what's up.
Andrew Garcia, number 19, trying to stop Mason right there on the sideline field.
It is coming back. Tough break for Mason.
And looks like the ball has gone back, Larry, for Palmdale.
Definitely, the flag was right in holding territory. It's going to be 1st and 20 now. Three wide receivers split to the left. And the clock begins to run. We have the whistle. We're underway. Mason waits for the snap. Joseph to his left. Throws over the middle. It's almost picked off. Incomplete at about the 35.
Dangerous pass.
Again, Mason's completion percentage isn't real high, and I can see why, because he's throwing a lot of long passes. And when they complete, there's yardage to be had. Falcons facing 2nd and 20. You can hear the marching band of Quartz Hill.
We're definitely grooving here to the Quartz Hill band, and they are definitely a treat.
Palmdale Falcons, Quartz Hill Royals. Royals on top 44-21. You're watching it on L28. Mason waits, has the snap, looks downfield. He's rushed. Screen pass. Could be some running room up the gut. Picking up about 7 or 8 yards. Tackled at about the 40. Turner made the catch.
Pass complete to Paul Turner. Tackle, right on 52.
Mason checks with a sideline, now comes back onto the field.
Speaking of sideline action, the Quartz Hill cheerleaders doing back handsprings and backflips, getting all these reactions from the crowd. Good job, girls.
We just saw one do about 7 or 8 flips in a row. Here comes Mason again, throwing deep downfield. Throws it up in the air, could be picked off. I think it was caught but out of bounds. There's a flag on the play as well. It's very possible that the Palmdale receiver was held going down the left sideline. That's the far sideline for you watching at home.
Might get a PI call, passing interference. Let's see what happens. Here we go. It's on Quartz Hill. And, yep.
They'll count off 15, I believe.
So you're right, Larry. The passing interference call.
They're only calling it a 10-yard penalty, which means it's going to be shy of the first down. 3rd down and 3, ball at about the 31.5-yard line. 4 wide receivers. Mason pitches left. Walker gathers it in. Tackled short of the first down. Walker barely was able to corral that ball. It was a little bit beyond his fingers, but he ran and got it. Looks like 4th down coming up.
You're juggling its way, but not enough for that first down there, Larry.
Obviously, you got to go for it here.
Mm-hmm.
Your field goal kicker doesn't figure to be able to make a 50-yard field goal. A punt doesn't help you much. Mason will have a shot. 3 wide receivers, split to the right. 1 to the left. Line is set. They're showing blitz, and I think offsides. This should be a first down automatically unless somebody jumped. Offsides, first down now. Big penalty, big break for the Falcons. Quartz Hill was showing blitz, but a little early. Next week, Palmdale will be at home against Knight. Quartz Hill will be right back here against Lancaster next week.
Oh, that's going to be a great game. Quartz Hill and Lancaster. Can't wait for that one.
Mason with the snap. Looks downfield, steps up in the pocket, rushed, breaks away, fumbles it, gets his own fumble, and a flag.
The flag comes in.
Mason was lucky to get the ball back.
Very mobile and athletic quarterback Mason is, as he dodging the defense all the time.
They'll talk it over. Holding against Palmdale. Should cost him 10. First down and 20. 3:50, the clock is running, 44-21. The scoreboard says the Hill. They've got the 44. Falcons, though, on offense with a 1st and 20. 3 wide receivers split to the right. Mason waits. Has the snap. Steps up in the pocket. Goes deep, has a man open, catching the ball beautifully and into the end zone. Touchdown, Palmdale.
Paul Turner on the reception on that catch and put another 6 points on the board for Palmdale.
Mason puts it up, got it to Walker. 44-27.
And the Quartz Hill band still sounding great even when the opposing team scored.
They'll try the extra point. Cisneros holds. Kick is up and real good, right through the uprights.
I think Brandon Valdivia hasn't missed any field goal kicks this game.
Kicking has been excellent. 44 to 28 now.
All right, 44 to 28, 3:20 left here in the third quarter as the Quartz Hill Royals going up to set up for the kick. Falcons 28 to 44.
Falcons will have to contend with the clock now because they are down 2 big scores. According to my math, is that 16-point difference?
Points, you're right, yeah.
I had to look twice.
I got the calculator out and yeah.
44 to 28. You can get the 2 scores, but 2 scores and 2 extra points of the 2-point variety, 2 conversions. A lot working against you time-wise. Falcons, for a team that was down 21 to nothing, they sure have shown a lot of character. Quartz Hill, their defense really took control of the game right away. And they're up 44-28. Here comes the kick. Should be a return.
Ooh.
Whistle. I think they were offsides.
Looking on the field here for the...
Somebody was across the line, I believe, offsides on the kick, and they'll have to do it again. Adonis Curry, one of the 2 waiting receivers for Quartz Hill.
Adonis Curry, the 4-star recruit committed to Texas A&M, soon to be Aggie, right?
Who's on the far sideline to return?
Let me see here. Definitely a single-digit number.
I'm trying to see the monitor. It's going to be returned. On the far sideline at the 30. Coming toward the near sideline. Tries to get the outside, now cuts up the middle. Breaking tackles, and finally at midfield goes down. Good run back.
Okay, looks like Jaden Brown, number 10, with that return.
He dug in his feet, continued chugging forward, got to the 50-yard line. Quartz Hill now will try to remain in control. They're up by 16, 3:09 remaining here in the third quarter.
And it's definitely a game that's still within reach for Palmdale. Palmdale has a couple great plays that could definitely line them up for a comeback here.
They need a stop badly. They got a stop at the end of the first half in the end zone. Somebody jumped offsides, I think.
Going to Quartz Hill again.
Quartz Hill players beat the count. I think the receivers on the near sideline.
Definitely more penalties called for Quartz Hill in this part of the half.
Larry to throw, looks downfield, airs it up there. A man is open, bringing it in nicely. All the way into the end zone, you best believe it. Curry, Adonis, showing why he's going to Texas A&M.
Adonis Curry.
A Palmdale player is down and injured. Curry really hard to bring down after making that catch.
Adonis Curry also part of the homecoming court, but looks like there is a Palmdale Falcon down on the field. Hopefully he's good to go and all right as people are gathered around him.
Staff attending. 3:01 remaining here in the third period. It's 50-28. Quartz Hill now. Number 6 is down and now up. Walking off on his own.
James Lenarvis, running back, the senior, walking back to the sidelines gingerly, but he's not alone. And good job there, young man, getting there to the field.
Larry's pass was in the air for about 50 yards. It was a real nice pass.
And great catch even by Adonis Curry.
I think he threw it from about the 42-yard line and was caught at about the 10 or so. Maybe it was 40 yards in the air, but it was a nice pass. They're going for 2 up the middle and pushing, I believe, into the end zone for 2. That'll make it 52-28.
Back to 24 points, separating the Falcons and the Quartz Hill Royals here in this homecoming game special matchup, with Quartz Hill definitely in control.
I'm on A. Yeah, you're good.
Falcons now in a really big hole. You could say the difference is all those defensive plays at the beginning of the game. It's a 3-score game now. They've been even since then. Quartz Hill performing well here. Homecoming at Floyd Nicholson Field. Larry with the kick. Should be returned. Over the shoulder catch for the moment. Cisneros grabbed by the uniform out to about the 26-yard line.
Number 11, Benjamin Cisneros, really impressive with the way he catches the ball. For that one catch, I think just before halftime.
He goes and gets it.
Yeah, definitely.
Made an over-the-shoulder reception on the kick there. And, of course, he had his best attempt was when he couldn't quite, he skied and the ball was right at the top of his jump. He just couldn't quite bring it in.
And the Quartz Hill chair kicking away to 52 points now as we are in the, still in the third quarter.
Palmdale needs to be efficient to get back in the game, trailing by 3 scores. 2:55 on the clock. Mason. Man in motion coming toward him.
Ooh.
Walker hit and fumbles. I think Palmdale recovered. We'll have to see. Thrown to the ground hard. I think loss of a yard or 2. Well, no, maybe a half a yard. They like to spread the field with their 4 wide receivers, 2 split left and 2 right. Mason steps up in the pocket. He's going to run. Coming toward the near sideline. Slides down smartly at about the 35. Be 3rd down. And about 2.
Just shy of the first down. Mason has the wheels.
Cisneros on the near sideline, along with Turner. 2 left, 2 right. Mason waits for the snap. Pass to the flat, caught, and breaking a tackle to the 50-yard line, and then finally hammered at the 45. There's a flag on the play. They should have the first down. We'll see, even if the flag is against Palmdale, I think it would go back from the point of the foul.
Nice receiving by James Linares on that play.
It is a hold, but they're going to call it first down, so they'll march it off against the Falcons, but it'll be first down from about the 45.
It's been the theme for Palmdale all day. Two steps forward, then 2 steps back.
We've got 80 points on the board.
Wow.
Once again, we'll have to take out the calculator. 52 to 28.
24, yeah, 24 on that. No. Yep.
That's an even 80.
Lots of points on the board for sure.
JoJo didn't trust me. He took out his calculator.
No, I trusted you.
Such little
24.
faith. Mason now with the snap. Looks downfield. Has time, but then the pocket collapses and he goes down to the ground. I think there's a flag as well. Mason looked like he had plenty of time, but then the pocket broke down fast. He fumbled. It was recovered by Palmdale.
Looks like Jaden Bear on that tackle. The senior 6'5", 235.
I think the referee was just marking the ball. He threw something on the ground. I thought it was a flag. Second down at about 17.
Time dwindling here. Looks like, I don't know if they'll get this play off.
They get it off before the quarter. Mason flushed out of the pocket. Rolls to his right, looking downfield. Still looking, still looking. Goes out of bounds at about the 38. That's the line of scrimmage. It'll be third and about the same 17 yards. That's it for the third period. 52 to 28 here in Quartz Hill. Royals on top of the Falcons.
All right, and we'll be right back after these messages.
You're watching L28.
You're watching L28 Sports.
Let's hear it, Spirit Zone!
Back to the action. Falcons with the ball. 12 minutes left, and they need 3 scores, so they have their work cut out for them. Plus, it's third down and 16. Mason waits for the snap, has it. Downfield. Complete for the moment, then out of bounds. Maybe a 3 or 4 yard pickup.
Paul Turner with the completed reception right there. The 5'10" sophomore from Palmdale.
Going for it here on fourth down seems like, can you really do that? But you have to. If you're down by 3 scores and have any hope of getting back in the game, you need to convert.
They really have no choice here, Larry, but to really get aggressive.
And, of course, they had that fake punt.
Which was a great play. I love that play.
Fourth down and 12. Mason has the snap. Steps up in the pocket. Looks like he's going to go down. Corralled at the 40-yard line. The defense is held. Quartz Hill now in a commanding position will take over with great field position. Larry will lead him out. Brody kicking up a storm, making all his extra point attempts.
He completes passes and kicks.
Larry waits. Gives to Graham. Graham hitting the backfield. Maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Looks like Marciano Salazar for the Palmdale Falcons with that great wrap-up over there in the backfield.
The wind has stopped blowing at the moment, and that makes it seem a little warmer. It was blowing moderately earlier in the night. Larry to pass. to the sideline. Incomplete. 3rd down and 10.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
Don't forget this year's Halloween haunt coming up October 19th, especially if you're a truck vendor. Larry waits for Marchant to get off the field. Larry with the snap, looks downfield. Has a man open. Will he get it? Yes. Beautiful pickup, beautiful catch, and racing into the end zone. He's done it again. The pass was low, but it was hauled in. Adonis Curry, I believe, was there to make the play.
Adonis Curry again, the target for that reception, and Quartz Hill scores another touchdown, making it a 30-point game right now. About to be 31 points here for this great homecoming game for the Quartz Hill Royals.
Curry had to reach down. It's so hard to do that on the run. Fortunately, it wasn't behind him. It was just low, right near him. He corralled it and sliced into the end zone, 58-28. Brody Larry with the kick. Snap is there. Kick is up. And right through the uprights.
59-28. As Palmdale will get the ball back, and at this time, it's just, time to focus on the plays and your execution and get ready for the next game, really, at this point. But
got to play for next week.
Mm-hmm. And don't get hurt is what I would say. Don't get injured, don't get hurt. And let's get some momentum for the next week. And
Brody puts down the ball on the tee. 11:04 remaining. 59-28. Royals now up by a bundle. Larry with the kick.
Ooh.
Dropped in the end zone, and they'll down it rather than running it out. Turner couldn't handle it. Turner was thinking run before he was able to make the catch.
Yeah, 59-28. Quartz Hill in great control here. In front of a nicely crowded audience here for great turnout, I must say, for this game.
Mason leads him out.
But pure domination right now by the Quartz Hill Royals by the score, but
only one wide receiver to the left this time. Mason rolls, looks downfield, throws downfield, broken up at about the 44-yard line. Dangerous pass.
trying to find Benjamin Cisneros again. And matter of fact, if I was him, I wouldn't mind finding him.
Once again, Falcons have had 4 receivers on almost every offensive play. Connolly, Walker, Turner, and Cisneros. And I like how they spread the field. It has to have contributed to Mason being able to survive the Quartz Hill rush because the field is so spread out. It makes it harder for blitzing from different positions. Conley and Walker to the left. I think they have an extra blocker.
Oh.
Walker coming toward the near sideline, surrounded, cuts back to the right, tries to
nice
cut up the
spin.
middle, breaks a tackle, and goes down to the 20. That play looked like it was going nowhere most of the way, but Walker finally got some positive yardage.
And offensive number 19, Eric Perez. Back to the line of scrimmage.
Only really getting back to the line of scrimmage, but he was hitting the backfield. Was going to be wrapped up for a loss, but managed to fight forward to get a no gain on it. Third down and 10. Turner says something to Mason, as all wide receivers. Hit me, I'm open, I perhaps believe. Mason rolls toward him. Looks downfield. Goes to his left, breaks a tackle. To the 20, to the 23, and out of bounds. On the option, Mason gets a few.
It's out of bounds off the 22-yard line. Bring up 4th and 8.
4th and 8, you have to go for it, right, Larry?
Why not?
Yeah.
9:43 remaining. Joseph Mason, all the way at quarterback, showing a lot of poise. Running for his life, rolls to his right, looks downfield, has a man open, completes it nicely, I think, for the first down. If he's in bounds, they've got it. 4th down conversion.
Pass complete to Benjamin Cisneros.
Once again, playing for next week, why not? And if miracles happen, you get back in the game, well, okay. The Royals of Quartz Hill enjoying homecoming night, as are we. Mason leads them out. Man in motion to the right. That's Walker. Mason looks downfield. Throws over the middle, has a man open, and then a late hit.
I wonder if...
No flag, though. It was close enough to the ball being there, but boy, the ball had just passed, and Cisneros took a lick at about the 48.
Number 2, Darrell Lawrence laying the impact, definitely having you thinking twice about catching the next ball on that play.
Don't forget, every Thursday is Boulevard Market. Join us on the Boulevard Thursdays from 4 to 9 p.m. Shop for produce, enjoy a treat from our local vendors every Thursday on the Boulevard. Falcons out of the huddle now. 2 wide receivers to the right. Mason to throw. I think it's another completion at about the 40. They're on the far sideline. Pickup of about 4. Cisneros in traffic.
And you know, speaking of the Boulevard, Larry, the new Teen Tech Center has opened up on the Boulevard, so be sure to check that out if you're interested in some Teen Tech Boys and Girls Club right there on the Boulevard.
What's an app? I should learn. Mason to throw. Little throw into the flat, just beyond the hands.
Number 5, Marciano Salazar, kind of frustrated of himself.
I don't have him on my roster, but boy, he sure wanted that catch.
Yeah, Marciano Salazar.
My roster goes from 1 to 6, and then 7 and 9. You have a better roster than I have.
I must have caught the last update there, but yeah, what's still a
Special thanks to Max Prep. That's a really neat resource for high school football. They provide a lot of good information.
Yeah, shout outs to Max Preps and all what they do.
Mason to throw. It's 4th down. Over the middle, in and out of the hands. I believe that's Cisneros again. Unable to handle it. In traffic. Ball turned over to Quartz Hill on downs.
And the Quartz Hill defense definitely letting their presence to be known.
Some real hard hitting.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes against receivers who aren't in the greatest situation, if you will. Quartz Hill is tough, and they're on top 59-28.
And it's been a tale of two sides here. Quartz Hill with all the momentum versus Palmdale is trying to stay within the game here, but here goes Quartz Hill.
Marchand with the run offense. The wishbone, if you will, pushing forward all the way to the 25-yard line. Marchand comes to the sideline to get the new play. Next week, we're going to be covering a Paraclete game. We'll give you more information on that. First down for the Royals. On a roll with 7:14 remaining. Marchand over center. Gives it to the last man through. Breaking a tackle. Carrying tacklers with him, getting to about the 22-yard line. 5.5 yards the hard way.
Tavion Houston, number 20, the running back sophomore, getting some time here in the game, the 5'6" sophomore.
Once again, hope you're enjoying the action here on L28. Next week, Paraclete High. Bursting into the secondary, pushing forward, chugging his legs all the way near the 5.
And they go with Houston again there, Larry, and he looks like he's going to, if they continue this pace, maybe another touchdown.
First and goal now. And you can't blame Quartz Hill because the players in the game now, they're getting their chance and they want to play hard.
Absolutely, and
first down up the middle again, chugging forward and into the end zone, I believe, or no, maybe shy, perhaps at the 1. They whistle it dead. The blockers made it into the end zone, and now we have a flag thrown. I believe it's going to be against Palmdale. They put it at about the 10-inch line.
you didn't get eyes on that?
Falcons, the ball at the 1-yard line on first and goal.
First and goal now. Out of the wishbone. Last man through is into the end zone. Touchdown, Paraclete. Did I say Paraclete? Touchdown, Quartz Hill. Paraclete is next week.
And that was Tavion Houston, the running back, sophomore, 5'6", getting that invaluable game time experience here. Now Quartz Hill up 65-28.
Larry in the game for the extra point.
And Larry, we're headed towards almost a collective 94 points right now. But you're hearing the sounds of the great Quartz Hill band. Each time Quartz Hill scores, the band plays, and they haven't been missing.
Here comes the snap. Ball down, kick is up, right through the uprights.
This point is good.
66-28.
Nearly a 40-point lead here for the Royals as we're getting close to the end of the game here. 5:42 left. And it's been a fun game, Larry, I must say.
I've enjoyed it. And you know something? I'm looking forward to the Falcons getting the ball again and watching Mason go to work.
Absolutely. I mean, their trio of receivers, you really learn to get to like them, and they're really trying hard. They're not giving up.
I love what Quartz Hill has done, having two distinct offenses. The Wishbone Marchant version,
right,
or the Brody Larry version.
A two-headed monster, if you will, right?
Coach Gordon told me it was almost like he said, well, we do both. And the game dictates different things, and they did both tonight. Here comes the kick. It should be returned. Pushing forward up the middle. Wrapped up at about the 25. Deshaun Walker with the return.
Really impressive, Deshaun Walker, the 5'11 sophomore. Lots of potential. Nothing to be ashamed of in this game. A great effort displayed by Palmdale, but they just ran into a steamroller that is the Quartz Hill Royals.
Everybody's having fun tonight. The crew up here is dancing to the band. The fans in the stands are enjoying things. We've had a homecoming queen. Lots of action on the football field. And you're watching it all on L28. Back to work, the Falcons. Just trying to put a few more points on the board, trailing 66-28. Mason with a quick pitch. On the far sideline, hit behind the line of scrimmage and swung down hard. Big tackle.
Looks like Elijah Jackson, the recipient of that pitch, getting tackled right there in the backfield.
A lot of players getting their chance. Clock winding down, 4:21, and running.
It's been a great Friday night lights. The weather has been cooperative and really nice outside.
Beautiful night for football. It's been fun to watch. Here comes Mason. Two wide receivers split to the left.
Ooh.
Wrapped up in the backfield again for another loss. The Quartz defense swarming.
Number 75. Jaron Gaines on that sack.
Was that Jackson, the ball
75?
carrier? Who was the ball carrier on that?
Oh,
I believe it was Elijah
yeah,
Jackson.
for Palmdale.
3rd down and 14. Mason talks things over. Two wide receivers split to the left, one to the right. Mason waits for the snap, claps for it. Taken right out of the air by the running back, getting to about the 24. Direct snap to the running back.
Nice play to Elijah Jackson again. The sophomore trying to get him some experience for Palmdale.
4th down and 13.
And time dwindling here. It's 2:35 and counting.
Mason from the sideline with the play. He was sacked on the last 4th down play. Has the snap, looks downfield. Little dump off screen. Breaking a tackle, pushing forward. Hard hit in the backfield. He breaks a tackle again. Oh my goodness, if he got the 1st down, I don't know how he did it. Unbelievable.
Mariano Salazar and the referee in the field is pointing up. Will it be a first down?
They gave it to him.
They gave it to him, huh?
That is one of the most hard-earned first downs I have ever seen. Was that Salazar?
Yeah, that's Mariano Salazar.
Once again, I don't have number 5 on my roster. You got the better version.
The senior 5'10", Salazar, amazing play.
What a gutsy run.
Mm-hmm.
Mason to throw.
Oh.
Downfield, has a man open. Over the head, off the hands, on the far sideline.
Right off the hands of Paul Turner.
Could not bring it in.
And we're getting down to the wire here. Minute.
Time winding down on homecoming game here in Quartz Hill.
All right, minute left here as Palmdale.
52 seconds remaining. Tiffany Glover is going downstairs to do an interview after the game. Mason with the snap, looks downfield, going to throw long. Oh, I love it. Deep downfield, it's underthrown, and going back to get it is Cisneros, and I think he was held. I don't see a flag, though. Cisneros tried to go back and get the pass that was short. Somebody got in his way, but no flag was thrown.
I was looking at the referee, Larry, and he just waved his hand, said incomplete. So,
time is winding down. There might be one more play. And I love what's going to happen. I know Mason's going to put it up. They break the huddle.
Right.
The wide receivers are barely across the line. 12 seconds. Mason. 9, 8.
Nobody
comes the
nobody
snap.
don't get hurt now.
He gets the snap. Watch him air it out. Over the middle. Has a man open? No, he throws it in the middle of Quartz Hill defenders. And that will do it. The game is over. 66-28. Quartz Hill, the Royals, defeat Palmdale. Lots of action in this game. As you can see now, both teams lining up on the 50-yard line. They'll shake hands going by. The Quartz Hill cheerleaders on the field, and there's a lot of them. And Tiffany Glover is setting up at about the 35, 40-yard line. She's going to have some interviews for you. What a ball game.
What a ball game. Started off with the handshakes of the principals from Palmdale and Quartz Hill, Lauren Tweedy and Eric Stanford.
I had never seen that. That was a great gesture.
Interesting, yeah. And that homecoming show was great. We saw the homecoming king and queen.
Blake Bryan and Ivory Carlin.
Mm-hmm.
Homecoming king and queen.
We saw the whole court. Shout outs to Adonis Curry. Again, he was on the homecoming court and committed to Texas A&M, the 4-star recruit, displaying some great gamesmanship today. Had a couple receptions, a couple touchdowns.
Once again, the game started off with 3 defensive touchdowns, a fumble recovery, an interception, and another fumble, all returned for touchdowns, and that put Quartz Hill up, and they never looked back. The Falcons, a couple times, though, cut it to 16, and actually at one point they were down by 16 and they had the ball and were driving, so that was the closest they came to getting back in the game. Couldn't quite convert. There was an interception at about the 5-yard line. In the second half, there was a long touchdown run by Graham. That made it 44-21. Walker caught a touchdown pass to make it 44-28. But then Quartz Hill really started piling it on. I don't mean that in a negative way. They just started scoring. They had 3 more TDs. 2 to Curry and 1 to Houston. And that is what left us at 66-28. Tiffany Glover is setting up, trying to line up her interviews for our post-game show. Don't forget you can watch Tiff on the Town on L28. Once again, next week, Palmdale goes against Knight at home. Quartz Hill will be at home right here against Lancaster. We'll be at Paraclete. If you could look up, I'm not sure who Paraclete is playing, but I know we're covering them next week. So see if you can find out who the game is against. It's probably a Paraclete home game. Once again, we'll give another plug to Max Prep. They're the ones that give us a lot of information. Off to the right, Palmdale in the far corner of the end zone talking things over. And it looks like Tiffany has a player. Palmdale now falls to 1-4, 0-2 in Golden League action. Quartz Hill is 3-2 overall, and they're 1-1. They might be close to first place. It depends. Obviously, Lancaster, Highland, Antelope Valley, and Eastside, one of those teams, two of those teams probably won tonight. So they'll be alone in first place, perhaps. Quartz Hill giving chase. Palmdale falls to 0-2, so they've got a little hole to dig out. It looks like Paraclete is going to play Matthias Academy. Matthias Academy versus Paraclete next week. I'm assuming that game time will be 7 o'clock. We're going to be here, the whole crew, for L28. We'll be bringing you the action.
Yeah, Matthias Academy coming from Downey, California. They'll be playing on Friday, October 4th at 7. And you'll see L28 sports crew and team covering that. Right, Larry?
Looking forward to it. Once again, special thanks to our crew. Annabelle Vo, Tiffany Glover, who's on the sideline trying to get an interview together. Chris Saunders, Ryan Michelle.
Jacobo Garrido in the field there.
I did not mention him the first time. Jacobo's on the field. I didn't see him.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, right there. And,
I can't forget. And, of course, Angel Stephenson. And, of course, the one and only JoJo Leo in the booth.
With the one and only Larry Wolf as well. Mm-hmm. Here we go. Looks like Tiffany Johnson rounding up the players there. And you could just feel the atmosphere and vibe. So
she's got a coach. I think she has Russell Gordon. We'll be going to her momentarily. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. The final score was 66-28. We're going to toss it to Tiff any moment with post-game festivities.
Coach Gordon, congratulations. Great win, great game. Coming out from that controversial defeat after Highland last week, league opener, how did you keep your team motivated to get the win today at homecoming?
You know, it wasn't very tough. These kids are motivated. That loss was very tough on them. But like I told them, they need to have amnesia and move forward.
Your defense put up 21 points on the board right out of the gate, a couple scoop and scores, a pick six. You know, defense wins championships. So can you go a little bit into detail on those plays for us?
When I took the program over, we started defense first with everything. Offense sells tickets, defense wins championships. And that's just always what I believed.
You coached at AVC, you've led your kids a little bit in their sports endeavors. Now you're coaching Quartz Hill High School that has this real nostalgia of Friday Night Lights, and you're also a grandpa. So how does it feel to be a grandpa, having your grandchild in the stands watching you on this great stomping grounds of Quartz Hill High School?
It's amazing. 22 years of my career, I've been down south. I've been at Campbell Hall, and I've been over at LaSalle. So coming home to AVC and then coming home to Quartz Hill has been nothing but amazing. I'm around my family, my kids. I feel like it's rekindled everything. So my grandkids are amazing. I'm very happy.
Coach, congratulations again on a great win, and congratulations on being a great man.
Thank you, and I want to say thank you to Marco and Sandra and your family for everything you guys do for the San Luis Valley, and we really, really say thank you.
Well, thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much, Coach. Congratulations. All right, guys, now we have Adonis Curry. Am I correct? Curry in the last name? Adonis, congratulations on having such a great game. This is our player of the game. He's outstanding on so many levels. Adonis, you put points on the board, starting off with a scoop and score. You got the stand cheering loud. What did that feel like to have the adrenaline running in you?
Like, it just felt great. Like, I give props to my teammate, my rebel. My rebel, he came down and made a play. I seen the ball. I just had to go take it to the house.
You're a top 50 prospect, 4-star recruit. How do you keep yourself humble? What keeps you grounded?
I just do it for my family, do it for my mom, and then also it's good to bring light to this valley because we have we have some really good players out here, and just just do it for my family. It all starts with mom, and my mom did a great job. They're is doing amazing job raising me.
You're an early commit to Texas A&M. What about that coaching staff stood out to you and made you want to make them family?
Just the vibe and presence from Coach Elko, it made me really feel like home. Coach Peterson, the DB coach there, and Coach BGA, they just really made it feel like home for me and welcomed me in. And I knew as soon as I stepped on the campus, I'm I want to be here.
Adonis, congratulations on such a great high school career. Looking forward to you finishing out senior year and becoming a part of Texas A&M.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Guys, it's been such a great game to feature Quartz Hill High School during their homecoming match. It has been adventurous, exciting, great to see the king and queen get crowned and to see that 4-star recruit show off why he's such an outstanding athlete. This is Tiffany Glover with L28 Sports, getting the win for the Royals 66-28. We'll see you next week at Paraclete High School. Bye.
You're watching L28.
You're watching L28 Sports.